That's bad.
All right, Matt, go ahead.
All right. Yeah. Hey, Ethan, Coach Van Horn was talking about, the outing Friday night, just how you wanted it to go. And then you bounced back today. I wonder, number one, how much were you looking forward to getting back on the mound? And what do you think the difference was in those two outings?
I mean, to be honest, I don't think other than the outcome, there was a whole lot that was different. I obviously didn't really have command of my pitches, but it wasn't anything crazy. So I was just looking forward to the next outing just to get back on there and get back in the zone. One outing doesn't define who you are. So
It seemed like the plate umpire today had a little bit bigger of a zone. You seemed to take advantage of that a little bit, and some of them were swinging strikes, but with that high fastball, it seems like you were really getting some success with that. Was that anything you had seen earlier in the game that maybe gave you some thought that you could get some pitches up there?
well, in the pen, we're so far away that it's kind of hard to see, not gonna
Okay.
lie. So once you're out there though and you get one at the top and the other team doesn't like it, you can kind of pick up on certain things like that. Those are in-game pickups though. So
Hey Gabe, what was the key for you to get out of the seventh inning when they had put runners at second and third with nobody out?
Just bear down and make good pitches. That's really it.
What did both of you think about the way the bullpen performed this weekend? I mean, it was a pretty strong weekend overall.
Yeah, I mean, overall it's good, and as a staff, we had our rough stretch, and so I think it was just a little bit of we were all kind of sick of giving up runs, honestly, and so we know we had to do a better job, and I'm glad we get it done this weekend.
Jackson, go ahead.
Hey Gabe, do you think just getting a relief appearance on Tuesday made any difference for you this weekend? Getting a little bit of experience before the SEC.
No, I don't think so, honestly. I'm pretty comfortable back there. I've done it a lot, so yeah, I feel like I have a good idea of what to do.
For both of y'all, just like was this a cathartic weekend almost a little bit? Getting some breaks to go your way, some clutch wins, rallies, good innings. I mean, what was this weekend like from an emotional standpoint for you guys?
I think it was a huge momentum weekend for us. Anytime we could get the momentum, we kind of ran with it. So I think knowing that you can do that as a team, not just like as a staff and not just on the hitting side, but if you can do that as a team, then it creates confidence.
Gabe, any thoughts on just what maybe this weekend will do for y'all moving forward?
Yeah, I mean it was awesome, but it's just one game at a time. So we'll hook it up for Tuesday, and then I think it's not good to ride the highs and ride the lows. So don't get me wrong, it was a great weekend, and that was big for us. But on to the next.
Curious, yeah, what either one of you, what you guys see from Tate, his first career SEC start? One earned run. What'd you see from him?
Yeah, I mean it's what we expected. He's going to go in there and throw strikes and start the game off well for us. So everyone in the building has a lot of faith in Tate and what he does. So it was great.
Thanks, guys.
Tom, go ahead.
Gabe, your seventh inning. I mean, you guys had just tied the game, and they get second and third, no outs. What did you do to get out of that situation?
Yeah, I mean it was like we just took the lead. So just execute pitches, make sure to not give it back to them.
That's all I got. Thanks, guys.
Matt, you want to wrap us up?
Yeah, I got a couple more. Hey Gabe, is there a comfort or what is the comfortability for you pitching out of the bullpen? Because if you look at the numbers, the relief numbers are a lot different than the starting numbers.
Yeah, I mean I don't think it's much, honestly. You just got to go out there and make pitches, and um, it was a rough stretch for me, and for me it was just executing pitches, trying to do a job.
Is there anything to pitching in relief and maybe just kind of having a reset, so to speak, this last week where it's wiped the slate clean?
Yeah, I mean you really can't dwell on the past, and it's something I've learned throughout my career is like if you think about what's happened, then you can go in a bad spot. So I think really just flushing each outing, whether it's good or bad, is important.
For both of you, with having lost the last two series before you played this one, not to just win, but to get a sweep, I wonder what's that do for the mood of the team and maybe putting you on a real good path moving forward.
Like Gak said, it's nice to have, but at the same time, you're moving on to the next game. So you enjoy this while it lasts. but then it's right back to the field, right to the next game.
And with the way the first two games went, was there any thought in the dugout or in the bullpen, wherever you were at that time, that hey, you just got to kind of get them to the late innings, and you might do it again to them today?
I mean, yeah, our offense has been great, and so, um, they picked us up the first two games, and I think we kind of knew, or the staff probably knew, they didn't have too much left in the pen, and we had a good amount of people left in the pen. So, but for us, it was really just go limit the runs. That was the big thing. The offense can't put up 15 every game, and so we had to go pick them up today.
All right, thank you.
Fellas, appreciate it. Congrats on the win.
Thanks.